It's something that I didn't know about the knife, which, not sure where it says. Well, obviously it wouldn't say it, but by the way, yeah, I didn't know about this, but you can actually cancel the knife throw, the knife toss, either one, into a knife reload, which means that you can do, like, certain juggle stuff, like, so you can throw it as a launcher, then reload, and then still do an action. So that's a big deal. Well, okay, I thought it was a big deal at first. I was like, oh god, I've missed half the point of the knife. But, in looking it over, my options are, I would still use everything that I already said about the knife rather than doing any of this stuff. Let me turn off, infinite timer that I was using to test stuff. Alright, so now you'll be able to see, let me just demonstrate some of the things you can do with the knife toss reload. Even though tossing it vertically, doing the crouching toss keeps the opponent closer to you and usually at a slightly better frame advantage, allowing you to get stuff like that much more easily than you would be from there because it pushes them further away. They actually stay in the air a bit longer if you throw it straight, which means that if you're looking to do any of this stuff like that, where you toss the knife as a launcher and then reload, it's better to do the straight toss. You can, in the corner, you can do like the crouching toss, and then you can go into heavy ruffian kick or stuff like that. But beyond that, see, it's not actually that worthwhile. There's some things that it's helpful to know, especially if you're, like, say, confirming things. Say, like, you just do, like, medium punch knife throw, or, like, yeah, crouching medium punch knife throw. You can choose to, like, reload it on block, and then you're only, like, -4 at that range. -5, you know, whatever. Then on hit, you can just go straight into the EX Sunk to combo off of it without needing to do the reload, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, you can only do the juggles from very, very close when you're doing the knife reload. You can go into that, but like that's a good way to waste like your entire, I just literally spent my entire trigger on that one combo. So yeah, for example, some of the things where this would be potentially beneficial is like, say you land like, yeah, that crouching medium punch, and then you can go into that, and then you can get some good damage or decent damage corner carry and whatever, and still have the knife ready for on the opponent's wake up. Whereas if you weren't going to use that, then you would do like something simple like that, or just do like that, which would barely do any less damage and stun, and pretty much just get the same corner carry, and you still have the knife available to you, and it spends a lot less of the V gauge. So there's not many situations where it's actually that much more beneficial. It will only get slightly more damage for no meter than the combos that I've already demonstrated, but it will spend significantly more of the V gauge. So like by comparison, $310, $339, and you still get to re-equip the knife, and it spends pretty much the same or slightly less V gauge. So in the corner, there's literally no reason to ever go for that. When you're in mid-screen, you can go for, like, occasional things here and there, like... Oh, God. This particular one is pretty annoying to hit. There we go. So yeah, you can get a few like little extra hits without spending any of your super meter, and you still get to keep the knife on the opponent's wake up. That's the only benefit that really gets, is that you get to keep the knife on the opponent's wake up, and still get as much damage as the stuff that I've already talked about. But you spend so much more V gauge that it's probably not worth. You would probably only ever do any of these things, like I said, either when you're just doing it on block to get a reload, just quickly reload the knife if you throw it as a projectile, trying to land a hit. And then you can confirm it on hit, or... well, actually, I don't think you would be able to confirm it on hit, because you need to reload, like, as soon as you hit the opponent, so... But anyways, yeah, you would be able to do that, and you'd be able to do some other stuff. But, and you would only really use this on your first V-trigger that you get in a round, if you're planning on getting 2 V-triggers, because otherwise it's not really that effective to, like, waste so much V-gauge for so little benefit. But, yeah, that is a thing you can do that I was not aware of.